In the shadowed night, sometimes in the shadowed night, I become spirit. The walls, the bars, the gratings dissolve into light, and I unloosen my soul and fly through the inner darkness of my being. I become transparent, a bright shadow, a bird of dreams, singing from the tree of life. Presence. I have only a past and perhaps a future. The presence has been taken from me. I'm left in an empty space whose darkness I carve at with the knife of my mind. I must carve myself anew out of the razor wire nothingness. I will know the ecstasy and the pain of freedom. I will be ordinary again. Yes, ordinary. That terrifying condition where all is possibility, where the present exists and must be faced. Listen to me. Listen. I am the Indian voice. Hear me crying out of the wind. Hear me crying out of the silence. I am the Indian voice. Listen to me. I speak for our ancestors. They cry out to you from the unstilled grave. I speak for the children yet unborn. They cry out to you from the unspoken silence. I am the Indian voice. Listen to me. I am a chorus of millions. Hear us. Our eagle cry will not be still. We are your own conscience calling to you. We are yourself, crying unheard within you. Let my unheard voice be heard. Let me speak in my heart, and the words be heard, whispering on the wind to millions. To all who care, to all with ears to hear and hearts to beat as one with mine. my heart, and words be heard, whispering on the wind to millions. To all who care, to all with ears to hear and hearts to beat as one with mine. Put your ear to the earth and hear my heart beating there. Put your ear to the wind and hear me speaking there. We are the voice of the earth, of the future, of the mystery. Hear us. Hear us.
Predator arrives out of the blues, surviving what nightmares do. Centuries crueled by a predator mind. A people held in bondage. A people pray to freedom as freedom cries. In a cage, a man calls to justice, but justice lies. In the dream of the living, lies change, genocide remains. Earth pillagers, governments conspire in theft, the killing of the tribes, lawlessness masquerading as law. 10 little Indians backwards, then there are none. The predator arrives out of the blues. Desperation crawls over our skin. An advancing glacier, gouging scars deep into our psychic soul. Centuries cruel by a predator mind. Something eating at you. The meal that lasts and lasts. Some holes are openings through the wall. Some holes are holes. Careful you don't fall. The past isn't always kind. A problem with tomorrow isn't far behind. Surviving what nightmares do. Soul journeys into industrial night. Normalcy, a sure sign of low self-esteem. Insanities, the face of tortured dreams. Ancient wind, ancient light. Ancestor stars reach from the great beyond, extending a helping thought. The people held in bondage. The people pray to freedom as freedom cries. A man waits in a cage. A man calls to justice, but justice lies. Centuries cruel by predator mind. Lord Satan, generals of war. People sacrificed in tears and blood. Stone masons, busy building walls. Instant faces, double faces, empty faces. Make a people feel much more alone. in the dream of the living. Some violence ugly and mean, some violence sterile and clean. Predator words fall from lips of cold and ice. Lives pull through the needle. Any way you thread it is a rattling chain. In the place where all minds meet, genetic memories resist slavery. Continuation is evolutionary need. Ancestral power encoded in the DNA. Ancient voice sings of the people's way. In the dream of the living, ancestor stars reach from the great beyond. The people held in bondage. The people prayed to freedom as freedom cries. A man waits in a cage. A man calls to justice, but justice lies. In the dream of the living, predator arrives out of the blues.
The drum, like the heart, has a beat that gives us life. It is the first sound that we hear even from our mother's womb. Each drum has a spirit, and each singer awakens these spirits to come out for the dancers and the people. The songs are not written down, but are remembered by our singers to help our people to remember our ancestors and our traditional ways, which we will pass down to our children. There are many types of songs. There are songs of happiness. There are songs of thanks, songs of honor, and even songs of sadness. With the beating of the drum, every person is affected in a different way. The drum brings these emotions and the dancers into our sacred circle. We shall follow our brothers. Beate vichia kabanikpite.